Hey guys, let me show you my imaginary coin that I have here. Of course you can't see him because he's imaginary, but he's there. You don't believe me? You have to try really hard to use your imagination. Here, let me do this. Let me just close up my fist and we'll just give him a little rub like that. Now, if we give him a little rub, think real hard that coin's there. And we'll look. See it? You guys have a really good imagination apparently. You do see it, huh? Like I said, he's imaginary. But being that he's imaginary, there's one thing you got to remember. This coin isn't real. So let's do this. We'll actually take the coin, we'll put him back in my hand just like this, and we'll just give him a little rub just like so. And as you can see, if you let your imagination fade away, the coin is completely gone. Alright guys, this is a classic palm Vanish. That's the only sleight that I used in this trick. The coin ended up in my pocket up here. Some of you may have caught that, some of you may not have. But I'm going to show you guys how to do the classic palm. So let me see. Oh my god, adjust the camera. Okay, first off, in order to do the classic palm, the coin's going to have to go somewhere in the middle of your hand. And what's going to happen is these two fingers are going to come together, and you can see when these two fingers come together, there's like a little crevice in your hand right there. And that little crevice right there is what's going to grip the coin, like so. So if you can put the coin in between your hand and just kind of touch these two fingers together, it's a good way to practice it. And you're going to be able to pinch the coin right there. So pretty much you're just going to push the pad of the thumb over, like so, and it's going to be doing most of the work. So when your hand's down like this, you can actually keep your fingers, straight, because the pad of the thumb is pushing the coin over. It may not look natural thinking, there's a coin right there because, you got the thumb over. And you don't want to go like this. You don't want to make the big old nasty looking crab claw or whatever it is. But as you can see right here, everything looks completely natural. You can even kind of subtly show the side of the hand like this. And nobody's ever going to think that you have a coin palmed in your hand. People do not think you can hold a coin right there. And to be honest, throughout all coin magic, I fool more people doing a classic palm than any other coin slide that's out there. When I do the classic palm Vanish, which I'll go over here in a second, people do not think that I'm retaining the coin in this hand like this. And the coin disappears and they're like, oh, where'd it go? I mean, they're completely fooled by it. I mean, this is a very, very powerful coin magic sleight right here to learn. So, what you guys need to do, and once you find that sweet spot, somewhere in the center, maybe down just a little bit towards the bottom. You don't want to get up here, because you don't want to palm it right there, because that just looks weird. But if you get right here in the center, and you'll find that spot, and where it's being pinched between the flesh, the pad of the pinky that's coming all the way down, and the pad of the thumb. Just remember, that's where it's going to be pinched in between. So as you can see, I'm holding the coin in right there. Now if you can't do something the size of a quarter, find a smaller coin. Let's see, you might want to start off with something smaller, like something the size of a nickel. I know some of the countries out there, you guys don't have the same currency, but have something the size of a nickel. It's real easy to palm, and if that don't work, try a penny or a dime, something that size, until you get this down. It all depends on the size of your hands too, so if you got smaller hands, you're definitely going to have to go with something smaller. Okay, and if you got bigger hands, my hands actually aren't that big, because I actually have trouble palming a 50-cent piece. So a lot of times when I do coin magic, I'd like to use the 50-cent piece, but I can't do the palms that efficiently. So I usually have to go with the quarters. But I can get this down. I have a tough time getting it into classic palm just using one hand. And I got to go over something about that too, guys. With the classic palm, once you find that spot, you should be able to put the coin on the tip of your ring finger and your index finger, and you should be able to take it. Let me see if I can get in here and view. And you should be able to slide it right into place and just push down. And what you're going to have to push down, put pressure on with these two fingers right here, push it into the pad, and then squeeze together. And I dropped it. That was bad. push together, and then you should be able to retain it with one hand. Man, I can't hold on to it. This is horrible. But that's basically it. So practice this. What you get, it's going to take a while to get the classic palm down, but once you find that spot right there, just grab a coin, walk around all day doing this. You can go to school, you can still do your schoolwork doing this. I could sit here all day, classic palm and a quarter easily. This thing will never fall out, and people will never know that I'm holding on to a quarter right there. But you can sit there, you can do schoolwork, you can write, you can go to work like this, and you can just hold the coin in there all day. And once you get really good at it, you know, it's going to be second nature to you. And then you'll easily be able to slide that right in with your fingers, right into classic palm position. And that's going to be essential for whenever you do things like a classic palm vanish. But I also want to show that too. I might go into a more in-depth tutorial here, but when people do the classic palm vanish, they slide it in here and they just act like they're throwing it into the hand. But I don't like that. What I do is I take it and I just act like I'm placing it in the hand. I think it just looks so much better. I just think this looks goofy compared to this. I think that looks so much more natural, and it looks less fishy as well. It looks like you're just actually placing the coin in the hand because there's the coins in your fingertips, and then in the hand it goes. Okay. Also, one thing before I go, once you get good at getting it in your dominant hand, I'm right-handed, so I do it in my dominant hand. You need to learn how to do it in your other hand as well. And I still have problems with my left hand, but if you're left-handed, start off with your left hand until you get it good. I can palm it, but I just have trouble. There, I can get it right there. I just have trouble getting it into position, just sliding it in. But I've been doing it for years and I still can't get it right. But I will eventually get it. Alright guys, if you got any questions, just leave a comment, let me know, and I will be sure to upload some more coin magic. It seems like you guys really like it. Till next time.